What's up everyone, welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today's going to be a pretty quick video. I just want to go over how to outsource content using iWriter. So as you're creating more and more content, it can become pretty demanding. So one of the things you might want to do is outsource some of your content. And one of the best ways to do that, and a website that I use, is iWriter.com. So when you come here, you can see we'll write any type of custom content. So articles, article rewrites, blog posts, ebooks, product descriptions, and more. So pretty much anything you need, you can get done at iWriter. So to get started, what you want to do is create your own account. And then once you create your account, what we're going to do is we're going to log into our account. Okay, so when you log into your account, you're going to see something like this. So right here is my iWriter funds. So any funds that you've added to your account are going to show up here in your current balance. Pending approval, so that's an article that I recently ordered. So you can see here it's pending approval right here. So I can come in here and approve my article. My available balance is right here to order more articles. And if I want to add money, all you need to do is click here to add money. And I just use my PayPal account to add money directly to my iWriter account. There are no fees when you're adding money to your account. So if we click here to add money and we come over here, it's going to show your balance when you're adding funds. And then when you add money, I just have my PayPal account set up here. And you can see the minimum amount is $10 that you can add. So you can add at least $10 at a time. And then you can add as much money as you want into your account so you can start ordering content. So we're going to come back over here to the dashboard. And what I want to show you is right here with order content. Now, one of the cool things about iWriter is completed. It's going to always show the articles that have been completed in your account. So I've ordered 208 articles, well, 209 articles at this time. I have one that I need to approve. So I'll go through that process in a minute. Now, what I want to show you is ordering content. So if I click here, order content, you're going to see, please ensure you have sufficient funds before you enter your order inputs. So make sure you have an account balance. If you scroll down to the bottom here, it'll show you your available balance, and you can see you can add funds using this button right here. So we're going to come up to the top here. What you want to do is you give your project a title. You can load from a template, so you can save these as a template. If we come down here to the bottom, you can see place order and save as template. So it's a type, if it's a type of order you want to place several times and use as a template for your content, then you can do that. So what you want to do to get started is set a project title. So let's just say I want to get an article about farmhouse bathroom decor. So that's an article that I want to put on my farmhouse goals website. So I'm going to come here and title my project. Okay, so generally I'll do that just like this. And then it's going to say, what would you like here? So if we click on the drop down, you can see there's article, there's rewrite. So if you already have some content and you want it rewritten, this is where you would want to put that. And then there's ebook or Kindle. So obviously ebook and Kindle is going to be the most expensive. And then articles and rewrites are going to be less expensive. And the amount you pay really depends on the amount of words that you're looking for and the writer level that you're looking for as well. So I'm going to come in here and just do article, and then you can choose from the drop down the type of article you want. So if you're looking for finance articles, insurance articles, legal, real estate. Now the main thing to keep in mind here is if you are ordering content from iWriter, the more difficult the content is, the more information you're going to have to give to the writer to make sure you're getting exactly what you're looking for. So I'll go over that below. But if I come over here and click on the drop down here, so this can be home improvement, or I'll just do home and family. So farmhouse bathroom decor. Keep scrolling down, language. So you can change language here. They have a few different options. And then what we can do is how many articles would you like? You can add multiple articles here if you want to. I generally just order one article at a time to keep things as organized as possible. It's easier for me if I just order one article at a time. And then you can also see add multiple articles at once. What you want to do is enter the keywords here that you want the writer to focus on. So for this one, it's going to be farmhouse bathroom decor. We'll add that. I can do rustic bathroom decor. And maybe I'll just do farmhouse bathroom decorations. So some pretty similar keywords here. I can add a few more here, but you can't add too many keywords. So really what I try to do is just add 2 to 3 keywords, some different things that I want the writer to really focus on using throughout the article. I don't really worry about keyword stuffing or anything like that. When I do get content, I generally will rewrite it a little bit. So I'll go through the content and add some of my own to it, or sometimes I'll just use it with some existing content I already have on my website. So we'll keep scrolling down. Total articles, we're just going to have 1 here under word count. So you can see you can order from 150 all the way to 6,000. So you can order some pretty long articles. And the price over here is going to go up. The minimum price that you can choose is going to go up depending on the word count. In addition, the writer level, I generally only order from elite. So Elite, you're going to get a much better article, but you're going to see it's going to about double the price here of the minimum price that you can order from for the writer level. If you come over here and choose something like standard or premium, you're not going to get as good of an article in my experience. I used to order premium articles, and then what ended up happening was I was rewriting the entire article. What I found is coming here and choosing Elite from the dropdown, and then choosing my word count here. So let's just say I want a 500 word article. What I'll generally do is take this minimum price and I almost double it every single time. So I'll come over here and I would do something like $22. Maybe for this, I would just do $20. So if I'm looking for a 500 word article about farmhouse bathroom decor from an elite writer, I'm going to do $20 for how much I'm going to pay for this piece of content. So I think that's pretty reasonable when it comes to ordering content for your website. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just come over here, do 300 word article, and you can see the minimum price is $7. So I'll come over here and do something like $12. So I think it's pretty reasonable for someone looking for content. And then what you can also do at the end is if a writer writes a really great article for you, you can also give them a tip. So that's another option that you have as you're going through the process. So what I can do here is say, let's say I'm looking for a 500 word article. I'm willing to spend $20 for this article. Now, this article is going to go into a dashboard where writers can choose to pick this article and write it. So if you set this payment too low, if I just set it at $11 as the minimum price, sometimes nobody's going to write it because it's just too low of a payment. So you can try to keep this as low as possible. I generally figure if I put it a little bit higher, I can get what I'm paying for. And you can also reject articles and request rewrites. So if you're paying the absolute minimum and you're rejecting articles, people are going to be less likely to order from you. I don't reject articles very often. Generally what I'll do is if it's a really poor article, I'll request a rewrite. Okay, so we'll keep scrolling down here. My total content cost is $20. Now, the next thing you want to do is set brief project instructions. So explain the details of your project. So I use content on my website to list a bunch of different products for sale. So when it comes to farmhouse bathroom decor, what I want people to do is talk about some of the most popular types of bathroom decorations that people are going to find in any bathroom, and then maybe some different styles that people can choose as they're setting up the decorations for their bathroom. Now, the project instructions is really going to depend on what you're looking for. And the other thing you can do is if you come down here to creative brief, you can enter all of these different things here. So company information, so you can see, tell us about your company, new player, established, growing, industry leader. You can do objective. So what is the objective of this article? Sourcing requirements. So you can actually put URLs here. So if people can look at some different sources of things that you want them to look at in order to write your article. Target audience. So who is going to be reading this article? Things to avoid, so any small things that you want the writer to avoid in this piece of content. Things to mention, so the complete opposite of things to avoid. I use things to mention sometimes, so if I want people to mention specific things, for example, if I want them to mention specific types of bathroom decorations, or if I want them to come up with a few different ideas when it comes to styles with decorating or anything like that, and I want them to mention some of these different styles, I'll enter that here. And last but not least is tone of writing. So you can see everyday informal, extremely informal, journalistic, business formal, business copywriting. So depending on what you're ordering, it's really going to change with this creative brief, but the more information that you give to writers, the better they're going to be writing for you. Now, if we scroll down here, I want to continue to come down. I don't generally use all these different things here. I'll use sourcing requirements sometimes, and then I'll also use things to mention sometimes, and I'll usually put a lot of detail here in brief project instructions. So we'll keep scrolling down. Okay, so you come to the bottom here, you can see submit project to specific iWriters. So as you get more and more content, this is something that I've done a lot in the past, is you get some different writers that you like to use. So what you can do is create these projects and submit it to specific writers, and it gives them 3 days to write your project. So if I come over here and start typing a writer's name, let's just say I type in J.O. And let's just say this one right at the top here is the writer that I want to submit this article to. I can click on this and it's going to submit this to this one author, and then you can enter more authors here as well. And the other thing you can do is you can add some of these writers to your favorite writers. So as you get more and more content and as you find some really great writers on iWriter, you can come up with some plans where you can tell people, hey, I'm going to submit you a couple articles per week. I'm going to set the price at this much per article. does that work for you? So if we come up here to the top, what you can see is there's a message board here, so you can actually message specific writers and they can message you as well. You don't have to answer messages. Sometimes people will just message you and say, if you're looking for something else in the article, just let me know and I'll rewrite the article before you reject the article, because a lot of writers don't want their articles to be rejected. So we'll keep scrolling down here to the bottom. Now, last but not least, once you enter everything above, I'm going to get rid of this for now. We're not going to submit this to specific iWriter, so it just leaves it open to every single elite iWriter. We're going to confirm our order, place order, and click on place order here. However, I need to enter my brief project instructions so I can get rid of some of these things here. I don't always use all of these different things here. So what I can do is things to mention, and we'll come over here and I'll enter some of these. Okay, so I entered some information here. You can see brief project instructions. I just put, please write about some popular farmhouse bathroom decorations, bathroom decor ideas. Over here, things to mention. So I just put some types of farmhouse bathroom decorations, include accessory sets, sink vanities, mirrors, and a few other things that people can add to this article. So the more things you put in here to things to mention, people will always take those and put them directly into your articles. That makes it really useful when you want them to go over something specific. Now, the other thing I can do is sourcing requirements here. So I can just click on sourcing requirements. And let's say I do a quick Google search for farmhouse bathroom decor. I have this article right here, 36 best farmhouse bathroom design and decor ideas for 2019. So if we come over here, you can see we can scroll down here. There's some different farmhouse bathroom decor ideas. So people can easily go through this and a writer can pick out some of these different ideas and add them into the article. So things like DIY rustic wood bathroom vanity, keep scrolling down, farmhouse bathroom design with wood accents. So I can either take some of these ideas and put them directly as I'm ordering content, or I can just take this sourcing requirement, just say if you're looking for some additional ideas. So I can do, okay, so I just put, if you're looking for some additional farmhouse bathroom ideas, here's an article with some design ideas. So just some sourcing requirements. People can go there, they can enter some of these different ideas directly onto my article, and I'm probably going to edit it anyway. So it depends how much of a completed project that you're looking for. If you're looking for something that you can just copy and paste on your website, then you might want to make sure that you're putting a lot of information here in the project instructions. Maybe you want to put some company information, objective. You definitely want to put things to mention so that people are actually mentioning the things that you want them to talk about. Now, what I generally do is I'll order content for a lot of the keywords that I'm trying to target on my website. So if I do something like farmhouse bathroom decor, I'll do a quick Google search and I'll come in here to Google Images and I'll tell people, mention some things like DIY bathroom ideas, the way that farmhouse bathroom decor is rustic, some small bathroom ideas, modern bathroom ideas. And then you can also come over here to the all section. And if we scroll down, you can always see here, down all the way at the bottom, there's going to be some searches related to farmhouse bathroom decor. Some of these different searches will have some questions here, so you can take some of those questions and put them directly into your iWriter as you order content. So this is pretty much how to order content. You enter your project title, give as much detail as possible, set a word count, make sure you have funds in your account. So right now I have $23. So what I'm going to do is order a $20 article, 500 words, writer level is elite. So we can keep scrolling down and I can just click on place order here. Okay, so we can see if we come over here, now my available balance is just $3. It was $23 before. If we come over here to not completed, so I can see there's 2 that are not completed, farmhouse bathroom decor article. Right now the status is open. So the level is elite. Now one I just recently ordered was farmhouse bath rugs, just a 300 word article, $11.50. So a pretty basic article, and I didn't spend too much on this one, so just $11.50, and I gave a lot of information to the writer. So you can see here it's going to show the writer right here, and if I click on review content, you can see all articles are run through Copyscape, so you know that you're not getting duplicate content. I have my special instructions here, so some things for people to follow, my keywords over here, my category, my title, word count, and cost. Now again, if someone doesn't pick up your article in a while, what you can always do is go to cost and add more money to it. So we'll keep scrolling down. You're going to see article title, beautiful farmhouse bath rugs to update your bathroom. And then we can see here, this is the article that was written for me. So what to look for in farmhouse bath rugs, practical, rustic, neutral colors, no need to match exactly, customizable, textures, patterns. I can read the entire article here. Just make sure that it's a good piece of content. Some different options you have: cancel, report spam, reject, request rewrite, or approve. Generally, I'll just come in here and make sure the article is even decent. This looks like a really good article, so I'm just going to click on approve here. Now you can approve content, leave a short comment about your experience with this iWriter. So we'll just come in here and we'll say, okay, so great article, select a star rating for the iWriter. So I always rate 5. So rating them higher, it really helps the writers. So coming in here and rating the writers lower, it actually hurts them because they can be dropped down from elite writers to premium writers, and then they're only able to write articles in those categories. So I try to make sure I always set really good ratings for an iWriter. So I always set mine at 5 if I approve an article. Now I can add this writer to my favorites list. So I did like this article, so I can add this writer to my favorites list. And then what we can do is click on approve. And now you're going to see approve content. Would you like to leave a tip for this writer? So we'll say yes. Okay, so we'll just use the rest of our balance here. Now what you're going to see is when you do send a tip, it's going to send an amount to the writer, and then there's going to be a fee that you also have to pay, and then there's going to be a total here. So let's just say, for example, I want to send a $2 tip. It's going to give me a 70-cent fee. The total is going to be $2.70. So I'll just use my entire balance. What I'll do is 2.22. So that's going to be the amount sent to writers, going to be $2.22. The fee will be 78 cents, and then the total will be $3 that comes out of my account. Click on submit, and now I'm going to be able to send a tip directly to this writer. Click OK. Okay, so it's really that simple, and now I have a new writer on my favorites list. If I keep scrolling down here, you can see most prolific iWriters, highest rated iWriters. You can hire these writers here. So we'll keep scrolling down. You can see my iWriters, view the writer history, any ignored writers over here you can do. I don't really have any ignored writers, so I have nothing to show here. So if we keep coming to the top, the other thing we can do is we'll just click here real quick. So I'll just show you. So you can see an inbox. So sometimes you'll get someone, let me know if you want me to edit anything or cut down on the length. Thanks. So a lot of writers just don't want you to reject their articles and don't want you to rate them down because it ends up hurting them in the long run. So this is iWriter. This is how to get content from iWriter. Once you have completed content, it's going to come over here into completed. So if we click on it, you're going to see my farmhouse bath rugs article down here at the bottom. So we click on the plus sign, we'll scroll down. Okay, so you can see it's completed here under actions. So you have some different options here. Request similar content. You can see send a tip, view Copyscape results, download the content, or publish directly to WordPress. Usually what I'll do is I'll download content, download in HTML. Okay, so it downloaded the article. We'll click to open it. And now you can see I have my article here. I can copy this, paste it directly onto my website. So it's really that simple to order articles. And I think iWriter has some of the best prices that you can find anywhere. So the elite writers write some really good articles. If you want to go through and read this really quickly and pause the video, you can see it's a good article. It's something I can easily take, copy and paste onto my website. And it didn't cost me a lot of money. So even just spending the $11.50, leaving a $2 tip, it's not going to cost me a ton of money to order content for my website. And ultimately the goal is to take this money and invest it into the content on my website so that I can have a positive return on investment over time. So if you have any questions about iWriter, this is how iWriter works, how you can order some content, how you can download the content after it's done. And it even gives you an opportunity to request rewrites, reject articles, and approve articles as well. So get started with outsourcing content today. If you're having trouble keeping up with the content demands for your website or for multiple websites that you're running. I know I have a lot of issues with keeping up with the content that I want to publish on my websites. So I go through creating content strategies and doing keyword research. And a lot of times it's just hard to create content every single day for multiple websites. So this helps me keep up with it. You can see I've ordered over 200 articles on iWriter. So I would give it a try today. There's really no downside. If you do need more content for your website, get started with iWriter today. Thanks for watching my video, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section.